Does your health insurance need a copay? Do you need a copay with your health insurance? There's a lot of things people think they need, such as another Harry Potter movie, possibly reading the newspaper on actual paper, or another reality spin-off of The Bachelor or Bachelorette. Certain things, they're just not necessary, and copays happen to be one of those things. Now, whoa, hey, step back, take it easy. I'm going to explain to you why. I know people hold these benefits near and dear to their hearts, and copays are a very sensitive subject for most people. Well, get ready to break up with your copays because I'm going to tell you exactly why you don't need them. So why don't you need that copay? It actually just comes down to simple math. Now, this isn't one of my strongest areas, and you can ask any one of my high school math teachers, but the fact is, people do not like going to the doctor. In fact, it's generally their goal to go as little as possible throughout the course of the year. So then you have to ask yourself this question: why has everybody become so obsessed with paying for something that they don't want to use? That's a great question. That is a great question. The only answer I can come up with is perception. People think that they have to have copays. They feel that is an essential benefit to their health insurance, that they could possibly not live without having to pay their doctor a fixed fee for a visit anytime they want. All right, so we've established people don't like going to the doctor. And even for those few people that do, they're going to be hard pressed to get to the doctor more than 4 or 5 times throughout the course of the year. I mean, they're going to really have to try. So I'm going to jump back to that simple math that I promised you. I know I've been avoiding it, but really what it all boils down to is it's going to cost you about $35 to $40 additional each month in your premium or monthly payment for your health insurance. Now, I'm basing this estimate on a 30-year-old male who's in good health, is a non-smoker, and lives in the state of Ohio. This is, of course, with a $1,500 deductible plan. I'm comparing a copay option to a non-copay option. Of course, this price difference has the potential to be greater given the individual circumstances for each person. And keep in mind, we're comparing plans with the same deductible. Oftentimes when people look to compare copay plans and non-copay plans, they often have a tendency to look for a lower deductible with that copay plan. In that case, you could actually end up spending more than $100 or so a month for that additional benefit. So we put some numbers on the table. Let's just recap a little bit what we're dealing with so far. Basically, what I've told you is that for $35 to $40 extra a month, or $420 a year, you can have the right to go see your doctor anytime you want throughout the course of the year and pay him $30. That doesn't sound so bad, right? I mean, that's okay, yeah? The truth is that if you were to walk in for that same doctor's office visit without insurance, it's going to cost you about $75 to $100 for that visit. Now, of course, keep in mind this is your primary care doctor, not a specialist. Those visits are going to be a little bit more. Okay, whoa, all right, I know those numbers, they don't look great, but give me a second here. It's all going to come around. Just because I'm not great at math does not mean I don't know what I'm talking about with insurance. Just hold on before you put your foot in your mouth. Just 1 second. What people are not always aware of is that regardless of the insurance plan that you have, you're always going to have access to your insurance company's discounted rate. Now, this rate does vary from service to service. However, for doctor's office visits, it's generally around 40 to 50% off that actual price that we discussed if you were to walk in without insurance. So let's go ahead and take a trip back to that simple math. If you go ahead and knock 40 or 50% off that $100 visit, you're dealing with a $50, $60 office visit. Doesn't sound so bad now, does it? You can apologize for that outburst earlier if you want. I'll wait. The question that you have to ask yourself is, would you rather guarantee spending an additional $420 every year in addition to $30 for every visit just in case you have to go see the doctor? Or would you rather instead just spend $40, $50, $60 for that 1 or 2 times that you may or may not end up going to the doctor? The best example that I can come up with for you, it's like paying for HBO for an entire year, but yet you only decide to watch it 1 or 2 times. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The cable company's not going to give you that money back. And you can call them up and say, hey, I didn't watch, ask for your money back. That's not going to happen. I mean, if it does, you got to let me know who your cable provider is. Same thing is going to happen with the insurance company. You can go ahead and spend that extra $420 a year. You can call them up at the end of the year and say, hey, listen, insurance company, I didn't go to the doctor but once. Why don't you give me some of that money back? See how that goes. I mean, record it for me. I'd like to actually see how it goes. Oh, but wait, there's more. Just if this hasn't seal the deal enough for you, if you're not already convinced that copays really aren't doing you a favor, there's this. Something that you should keep in mind is that most plans that do have copays attached to them also include coinsurance. What that means is that you are going to potentially be responsible for more money out of pocket for that catastrophic medical procedure than you would if you were to consider a plan without coinsurance, which again, generally plans that do not have copays also do not have coinsurance. But we're going to say that that's really a topic for another day. We'll be discussing that next time if you want to come back and find out why your out-of-pocket maximum is so important. So for now, are you still going to demand copays be a part of your health insurance? If you have them now, are you going to maybe think to drop them in an attempt to possibly save some money each month? You do have the option. Email me, joey@jingolainsurance.com. Also, I do have some links in the description where you can find me on your social network of choice. And of course, as always, there is a blog post on jingolainsurance.com related to this very same subject that you can read up a little bit more on. The link to that, again, in the description to this video. So as always, I am Joey Jingola with Jingola Insurance Agency. Take it easy, everyone.